A Dalton clinic for low-income residents is told they have to go. Good evening. I'm Latricia Thomas.
And I'm Joshua. The city's mayor sent an eviction notice to the Georgia Mountains Health Services CEO. They have a clinic inside of the Mac Gaston Community Center.
That's where we find James Torres tonight. He joins us live to tell us why the mayor wants the clinic gone and what other options those patients will have. James.
Josh, Latricia, Georgia Health Services has 5 of those clinics across North Georgia, one of them here in Dalton. Now, if you just take a look here across the street, you can see residents are within walking distance to this clinic. The closest clinic after this, about 15 miles away in Chatsworth. So you can imagine that transportation could be a pretty big burden for some of these residents. But the mayor says he has a pretty good reason for letting that clinic go. Inside the Mac Gaston Center, this clinic serves members of the Dalton community who are uninsured and struggling to pay for health care. Glenda Wingfield sees those patients every day.
Knowing that this is a place for, pretty much low income and people without vehicles, this was a great place and location for them to come and get service.
But service here will disappear at the end of July. This center is owned by the city of Dalton. The clinic leased this space from the city for $1 a month for the past 5 years. CEO Stephen Miracles says he was supposed to tell the city that he wanted to renew the contract but failed to do so. Because of that, the city is now evicting the clinic.
We take responsibility for not sending a note to the mayor saying that we wanted to continue to work there. On the other hand, the mayor and the city council could make the decision to have us in that facility.
We asked Mayor Dennis Mock why he had no interest in keeping the clinic inside of the center.
We had had some issues with them over time.
Mayor Mock says the clinic had an issue with not being open during business hours. He would send city employees there to get drug screenings, but they were turned away because the center was closed.
In light of that and the fact that they didn't renew their lease on time, we felt like it was a good time to look for other providers.
Whatever the reason, employees like Wingfield say they worry most about what will happen to the patients who depend so much on this clinic. Now, Mock tells me another incident happened over city records. They say that they sent a list over to that clinic that had some Social Security numbers on it. They said they found that exact same list in a Whitfield County landfill. Miracle says he's not sure that he's really to blame for that incident. Live in Dalton, James Torres, News Channel 9.
Thanks, James. Mayor Mock says he is looking for another low-cost medical provider to take over that space as soon as possible. Employees will have the option to transfer to the other location in